Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of SEB'S SMS. Yes guys, I'm sending you a message, you better catch it.
Sebastian Baton is now very much the Anglophile.
SEB'S SMS, I'm sending you a message, you better catch it.
But when it comes to the football,
What's happening, my people? How are you doing? I hope you're well, I hope you're fit, I hope you're healthy and happy. Happy to be alive, happy to be there talking together, talking with me talking to you. Me, I'm happy. Honestly, I'm cool. Everything is great because I'm alive, right? It could have been better, but it could have been worse. Never forget that. Never forget that. You might not be where you want to be, but thank God you're not where you used to be. Put that in your mind. You might not be where you want to be, but thanks God you're not where you used to be. That's something that I keep saying to myself. All right, stop being poetic. Straight into it. Today, I want to talk to you about something to be honest, it's hard. It's hard to admit that. That's when I take you with respect and I want us together to crank it up a level. In my quest to success, to growth, to become the best version of myself, I gotta face some stuff that they ain't pleasant, they're not nice to hear, but you can't get away with that. You can't go around it. At some point, if you really want to win the Champions League, you have to beat the best team. You have to go through a hard time. And this is what we're going through now, especially for my ballers and for people with success. I want to talk about what is your worth? Why am I full of myself? I'm big on emotion, and this is a very sensible, fragile subject. Some people might think, what are you talking about, Bas? What are you talking about, Seb? What are you saying, Seb? All I'm saying is, football players, we don't save lives. Listen to me very closely. You don't save lives. If you're a bowler, you don't save life. If you're a rapper, you don't save life. If you're a person with success who's on TV, you don't save life. For us, football players or athletes, we only kick a ball. We don't save life. What am I trying to say? What do we need? Because I hold my hands up. At some point in my life, I've been full of myself. I'm telling you, I thought I was like higher than the sun, above than the sun. I thought I was untouchable. But the question is, why do you think like that? And I know there's a lot of whisper around, people, football players, or other people, like they're full of themselves, they're big-headed. Okay, one thing, but why? I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and are you humble enough? What does that mean, being humble? Like if tomorrow you get in a room full of people, right? This is one thing that my dad used to tell me. If you get into a room full of people, and you come in last, and there's 2 seats at the front, in front of the stage, under the spot, and there's a seat at the back. Where are you gonna sit? Most of you want attention, right? You want attention. So you're gonna sit at the front. By yourself, you're gonna go because you think that you are someone. You're worth more than maybe what you do. You're gonna sit at the front. No, I ain't got no problem with that. But what's gonna happen when the event planner, the person which is in charge, gonna come and take you in front of everybody? Take you, say, listen, sir, sorry, madam, mister, can you go and sit at the back? How are you gonna feel? You're gonna feel so ashamed. You'll hide. If you come into a room full of people, go and sit at the back and let the people who organize the event, the people who honor you and come and take you and sit you at the front. That's a life lesson that my dad taught me, and that's something that never left my mind. And I want you at some point to realize, why do I have to carry myself out like that? Why do I have to think that, listen, me, I am? You don't know who I am? Who are you? You're nobody. And at some point, I needed people around me. I needed people to get at me, right? To keep me down. I said one day in one of my speeches, person who's going to be the most successful is the one who listens the most, because we don't know nothing. We're growing up, there's always someone who knows better than you. But why don't you want to listen? If you know that those people, they've been there before you, where you getting in, they're coming out of, but you still are stubborn, hard-headed, and want to behave a certain type of way and want to do it your way, then you're going to cry. Oh, I didn't know. But no. Listen, you knew. You've been told. You got no excuse. There's some people who don't know, but there's some people who do know. They've been told. Them people, they got no excuse. How does that make you feel? Why do you need to really feel like, put yourself first? I'm big in mindset. I always want you to work physically, but mentally, psychologically. Where does that bring you back? What did you lack? I want you to look back in your life, because there's nothing can be fixed. Even if you're full of yourself, even if you're very arrogant, it doesn't mean you can't changed. You need to be tweaked just in order to get the better of your situation, of your relationship with people, and to understand, okay, if you were taking yourself out of your body and look at you behaving, what would you think? What would you think? So listen, life is easy. The first one gonna be the last one. The last one gonna be the first one. Never forget that. If you're really good at what you do, if you're really the superstar that you pretend to be, people are gonna honor you. You don't need to honor yourself. You don't need to force people, because that's what you're doing, guys. You're forcing people to put you in a certain place where you don't belong to, no matter the level you're playing at. You see the body language. People walk like that. You know, they walk like that because they want to be noticed, right? Why? How does that make you feel if you go unnoticed? You need light. You need to show, and I've talked about it already. You need to show people, like, look what I do. Look what I do. Because what? Because you're lacking confidence. The superstar doesn't need no approval, outside approval. You're lacking confidence. I'm telling you. I want you to acknowledge that and work about that. There's no problem. Even if you're lacking confidence, there's always a way to fix that. And that's what I want you to get in your mind. What is your real worth? What is your real worth? Don't let other people dictate who you are, your worth. Don't let somebody else's mind become your reality. Don't let somebody else's truth become your reality. You know who you are, and you don't need to be arrogant, to be cocky, to show people because you're playing football. We don't say it. I just said that again, and we're on TV. Fair enough, which is great. But some of you haven't achieved nothing, but you carry yourself out. You expect a certain treatment from people. Why though? Let me tell you a story. When I was with my boys in Paris, and we were not supposed to go out. We're not supposed to go out. I was eating near the Champs-Élysées. Eating my boys in a Chinese restaurant, fancy Chinese restaurant. And all of a sudden, they got a phone call. They decided they wanted to go out. I wasn't really up for it, but I went. So long story short, we went to the club. There was a club there, and I went to the queue. I queued up. Some of my boys were looking at me like, "Yo, Seb, what are you doing? Wow, what's wrong?" I said, "I didn't call nobody. Like, why would I skip the line and go in front?" "Yeah, but Seb, you know, like the physio, the guy, he knows you. And they know you." "Yes, they do, but I'm not any different than anybody else." And we queued up. Yeah, when we finally got into the door, the guy said, "Yeah, Mr. Besson, yo, why did you not come?" I said, "Listen, because I'm the same as anybody else." But they've been honoring me. I went to the back, not because I wanted to act like if I was a humble person. For me, that was a normal thing to do. I wanted to apply this mindset. People will always put you up there, if you really deserve it. Not because you're forcing your way through that. Don't be arrogant. Don't be football or in life. The best will always be recognized. And that's my challenge of the day, right? I want you, when you get into that pitch, remember, that green rectangle represents your life. Whether on a football pitch or outside the football pitch, that represents your life. The respect, we own it. That's ours. Everything on that rectangle belongs to you, to me, to us. So I want you to really own it. But be humble. Know your worth. Your worth is more than what you do. You do think. It's more than what you think. Stop thinking about what other people are gonna say. Be humble, right? What is your worth? Stop carrying yourself out. There's no need for that, because the power, the joy, everything on that green rectangle belongs to you. The power, the joy, the respect, the humility, we don't only take it, guys. What we're doing, we snatch it. That was your homeboy, Seb Besson, here to serve you, right? Click, comment, we're together, right? We grow together. Let's go. Lots of love, big love. See you next week. Bye-bye.